Hey you guys, welcome back to the Great Purge of 2017. Today, I'm scared, but I'm doing my Harry Potter room. My Harry Potter room is my storage room under the stairs. It's basically the only storage space I have in the entire house, so it's where we store extra chairs that we use for our upstairs dining table, card tables, card fold-out chairs in case we have a party, suitcases, Christmas decorations, all the other season decorations that I have. Everything goes in there. And if I have something that I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do with this, or I'm not using it anymore, I chuck it in the Harry Potter room. It's where things go to die. And it's a disaster. And I've organized it and reorganized it so many times, but it just never stays clean. So today, I'm purging it. So here we go. Okay, so it's bad. You guys ready for this? This is the Harry Potter room. And yeah. It's literally as high as my eyeballs. I've shoved and tossed and chucked everything in there, and I can't even walk in there to get anything. I can't even step 1 foot in there. I'm surprised I haven't been impaled. So the kids and I took just at least the stuff in the pathway out. I'm not gonna take everything out. I'm not gonna get in there and Marie Kondo that stuff. You know how I feel about that. But at least there's a pathway where I can get in and go through those totes and decide if there's anything that I don't need back there now. The one thing I noticed we had an obnoxious amount of is suitcases. And they were just sort of everywhere, taking up an obnoxious amount of space. And we had a lot of bags. A ton of these different backpacks and travel bags. All I had to do was store the suitcases inside of one another. Speaking of suitcases, I keep forgetting to tell you guys, we are going to Disney World for 2 weeks. We leave a month from today. We leave for 2 weeks. We're driving this time. So that's gonna be interesting and horrible all at the same time, but I'm excited. So yeah, go to Disney World. Woo! So now that I have a path, I can slowly actually move the stuff that I want to keep and put it more neatly back inside. But I did still purge too. I have some Christmas decorations. One of the bags, I should have purged more, but at least one. I found a bunch of curtains. I used to have these burgundy curtains. Why am I still holding on to them? Sorry, Mrs. A. The big piano's got to go. And the car mat and the box for the Roomba. Do you guys store empty boxes? Now I do keep them for a little while to see if I'm going to return it, but then I forget about it, and now I'm taking up space for literal garbage. So that's gonna go. The dog cage is gonna go too. I can actually sell that one. So all in all, not too bad of a purge pile. You see this telescope? This is how hoarders are born. So we've had this for 15 years. I bought this when I first started dating my husband because I was gonna search the stars. The thing is, astronomy is actually quite a extensively detailed thing. It takes work. You have to constantly adjust these knobs to follow the arc of the earth rotates, right? So you have to, and this one isn't automatically adjusting. So the first time I was like, look at the moon, and then I looked away for a second and I looked back, it's gone. It's gone out of the frame because the earth is rotated already, and you have to constantly adjust it to follow. It's crazy. I'm not nerdy enough for that. I mean, I'm nerdy, but I'm not nerdy enough for that. So we need to get rid of this. But my husband refuses to let me because he's like, you paid $300 for that telescope. Okay, but the money's spent. It was a mistake. He's like, maybe we'll use it for the kids one day. Who's gonna do that? It's been 15 years. It's so much knob turning. There's too much knob turning involved with telescopes. So I want to get rid of it, but my husband will not let me. I'm gonna store it another 15 years and we'll fight about it then. Again, here's the before. It's embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I have a channel about organizing. Look at this. Oh well, it's okay, because it looks better now. Just after probably not even a full hour, you guys. It was not long at all. It's so much better. Okay, so let's be honest. I probably should have got rid of more stuff, but it's 1000% better. And that's the thing that always surprises me. even though I've done this 1,000 times, I put off big organizing projects, or I put off really messy spaces like my Harry Potter room, like my craft room, because I'm overwhelmed. And I think it's going to take forever to do it. And then when I actually, schedule the time to do it, it's a fraction of the time I thought it was gonna take. That literally, to take everything out, to purge, to reorganize, to put it back, was under an hour. My kids did help to take everything out and to put everything back in, but yeah, I've been putting this off since Christmas. I've been putting off and just embarrassed, and every time I need something out of there, I'm like, oh, forget it. We won't need the suitcases. We'll use a garbage bag to go to Disney, because I just did not want to face that room. And it wasn't that bad at all. So I'm going to challenge you today to tackle one of those spaces in your house that you've been putting off, whether it's your basement or your storage room or a closet, that's the place where you shove things and just so you never want to see them again. Tackle that space today. Even if you can't do the whole thing, just get started. Let's get organization momentum going. You're gonna be surprised at how fast it can do, and just putting things back a little bit more neatly. I didn't purge enough. I should have purged more, let's be honest. But it was taking the time to put things back neatly in there that made the biggest difference. I can actually walk in there and I can get to the suitcases. So no garbage bags for us. So I'm happy, I'm feeling good. And I've found a couple of things in my purge pile that I can actually sell to make a little bit extra money too. So it's win-win all around. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're feeling inspired. Take the time to purge and organize right now. Get off YouTube. Go, do something. We'll see you next time. So thank you guys so much for staying to the end. Today I wanted to talk about my hatred of hockey. I know that's terrible because I'm Canadian. I really hate all sports, but I have a real rage issue with hockey. My rage issue stems from the fact that I have two little brothers who aren't little anymore. They're both adults. But when they were younger, my dad got remarried to my stepmom. I had two little brothers. They were obsessed with hockey. Obsessed is pretty much an understatement. They lived and breathed hockey. Those boys were at the arena every single day, and every weekend they both played travel, so they were traveling all over the place. My parents just were hockey parents, and I just remember thinking to myself, I'm never gonna be that type of parent who lives and breathes for my 8-year-old's hobby. It's just, I found it odd. I'm a lot older than them, so I was an adult at the time. And just looking at that, I just thought, that's bananas, but I didn't have kids, so things change. Abby wanted to play hockey. I was like, no, there's a million sports that does not require me to sit in a freezing cold arena 5 days a week. I'm not playing hockey, but Joe said he would take care of everything and I wouldn't have to get up at 6 in the morning for practices and be that hockey mom, that horrible, reluctant hockey mom that I just did not want to be. But it turns out that boys aren't allowed in the dressing room, and all of our hockey practices are when he's at work. So I have no choice but to go to all her games. And this weekend is a tournament. I'm in a hotel for 3 or 4 days with all the other hockey parents. It's my worst nightmare. First of all, I don't like people. And when you're stuck at a hockey tournament, it's really people-y. And they want to talk to you and stuff. I don't do well. We have a code word for my daughter and I, Izzy. It's lemons. So when I start saying really inappropriate things because I get awkward and nervous around people, she starts screaming, lemons, 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 like she has Tourette's. But this is why, because I get around these Lululemon people, and that's all my neighborhood is Lululemon peoples and their Beamers and their Mercedes, and I feel so out of place because it's not a money thing, it's just, I kind of hate that stuff. I have a fundamental thing where I don't believe in just buying name brand clothing to I feel like that's so high school, right? And I don't believe in spending money on a fancy car just for the symbol. I mean, you're driving a BMW 3 Series. It's a piece of crap. It is, it's a piece of crap that you've paid extra for a BMW sign on it. So, I don't know, that type of thing, just it enrages me. And because the arena is in this neighborhood, which is a brand new subdivision with all these $500,000 and up houses, there's a lot of Lulus. And so when I get around the Lulus, I just like get really awkward and say inappropriate things. So Izzy and I have a code word. She's like 10 going on 40 because she's like, Mom, lemons, lemons, lemons. It's like, don't say that. It's terrible and embarrassing. But she's not coming. So it's me and Abby and Milo. Joe is going to Santa Monica for work. Let's do the quotations because he's doing a Segway tour and he's freaking in Santa Monica. There's not even like a work thing going on. He's going for like a business retreat or some crap like that. So I'm stuck for 4 days with other hockey moms in a hotel and there's like game, party, game, party. And I'm just like, oh my Lord. And the thing is, Abby loves hockey. She hurts hockey so hard. And she's terrible at it. And I'm not just saying that like, you're so mean to your kid. No, I would never say that to her, but she is the absolute worst. And Joe signed her up. He wanted her to be on an all-girls team. And that age group started at 10. So we emailed the coach. He's like, she's only 8. She just turned 8. She's never played hockey before. She can't really skate. And the coach is like, oh, she'll get it. No problem. Like, sign her up. She's not getting it. She's skating with like 1 foot. All the other kids look like Wayne friggin' Gretzky out there. They're amazing. And my kid's like her stick in the air, 1 foot skating. She always like turns the wrong way at the face off, you know, like looking backwards or it's just, so I'm watching her and the Lulu moms are like so mean about it. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, frickin', and they're screaming and the hockey moms and the other team's screaming. There's always just people, hockey moms and dads are the worst. They're 8 and 10 years old. Who cares? Just, why do you care? And I'm just like on my phone, like, please God, please God, please God, just don't let any of them come and talk to me. So this weekend's gonna suck. And I'm tempted to call my doctor and ask for some lorazepam or clorazepam just to get through the weekend because it's not gonna be pretty. So there's me being honest with you. I have social anxiety issues. They're amplified by Lulus. I'm gonna be trapped in a freaking hotel with Lulus for 4 freaking days. Not just regular Lulus either, hockey mom Lulus. So wish me luck. If you never hear from me again, I went mental and I did something very bad and I'm in prison. And now you know why. Because of this weekend. So there's that. See you next time.